Well, good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. Finally getting up and at 'em today. After having a wonderful Dowdy Ferry Animal Commission turnout for our third annual placing of the crosses yesterday, I just want to say again thank you for all of the like-minded people that took the time out of their day to come out and show us their gratitude and also their respect and honoring. Hey! And showing their respect for honoring these animals that have the 413 that we found to date in the last 3 years that have come to their demise. We will keep at it. We will keep strong and vigilant and ask that all of our supporters and followers do the same. We know this is not just a Dallas area. This is something that we're trying to promote worldwide to get people educated and aware and make changes in their own communities, because it does take all of us doing our part. Animals don't have a voice. We must be theirs to bring about change. So, and again, thank you all so much for coming out, and please stay with us. Please cross post. Please again, get involved in any way you can if it's not here in Dallas, in your own communities, to make a stand for animals. We must speak up for them. My thought today is on not fitting in, being your own brand of you. Do you ever feel like that you're a dark horse, that you're your own unique kind of you? Maybe you feel like you don't fit in. Maybe it just seems like that you're always going against the grain, against other people, or in groups and individual friendships, maybe even in your family or co-worker environment. But you just kind of feel like you don't fit in. You know, you don't know why, but you do. And, there's times in my life that I feel like that, or have felt like that, that I wanted so bad to be a part of a group, or I wanted so bad to maybe fit in, as opposed to being, we're all God's gift. We all are given our own individual talents and gifts, and which we shouldn't waste. Just because sometimes they're different from somebody else's doesn't mean that we're just supposed to take our gifts and blessings and talents for granted, because they're not like somebody else's. Yeah, and it's okay to dance to your own drum, to be your own dark horse, and you let yourself shine. Let your very being and very ability of being who you are radiate to others. In this life, I know we're taught to. Everything's supposed to be a big competition of beating out somebody else. In order to be your best, that means you have to do something better than somebody else, or this or that. And sometimes that's not the case. The only person that we need to become better than is our own self, and that was yesterday, or this morning, or whatever it is, of cultivating our best and taking those gifts and those talents that are from God above, or God given, and enhance, improve upon them, so that we can even use them in better, bigger, more ways that maybe can influence others or help them in their own endeavors as well. But there's nothing wrong with being your own sense of you. And sometimes it's okay to not fit in with everybody else. Hell, who wants to be like everybody else? Sometimes we just need to be grateful for the fact that we are who we are, and not have envy for other people, or gosh, I wish I was like them, or why can't I do this because such and such does it this way. And that when we do that, we're wasting our own, or we're not respecting and looking in our own self of what we need to focus on and maybe gain knowledge from, or savor an experience or whatever, because you know, if we're not focusing on ourselves and becoming a better version of ourselves, and are always in some competition with anybody else, whether they know it or not, maybe we just want to, gosh, I wish I looked like them, or gosh, I wish I had their car, or gosh, I wish I ran around with the kind of group they do. You know, that's wasted energy. You know, when we really begin to like ourselves, love ourselves, and know that regardless if we feel like we're a dark horse or we don't fit in or whatever, and we are okay with that, then that's where real growth is. When we begin to accept, acknowledge, and enhance upon who we are, the beautiful person we are, that may be totally not like anybody else in how we think, or be a diamond in the rough in what we believe in, or whatever. You know, and it's, we're not supposed to get hung up on, oh, I wish I was like such and such, or, you know, we need to become the better version of ourselves, and be grateful for us being who we are and the uniquenesses that make us who we are. You know, don't focus on or comparing yourself to somebody else, or what they have, or on the surface, or have outwardly or not, or you know, be proud of your values. Your values should be able to be bought. Your characteristics that make you you. Not just the kind of jeans you wear, not just the kind of car you drive, but the things that make you you inside. The values, the principles that you stand up for, you know, the morals you may have, the kind heart you may have, something that impassions you. You know, focus on those things, even when you don't feel like you fit in. All those things that, you know, you can expand upon, and other people can learn from your experiences, or from you making a stand, or because you're taking, you know, something to heart, a cause or a mission. But do that, you know. I mean, don't feel all like you're all alone, and you know that poor is me because everybody thinks I'm just too out of the box, or you know, I'm all by myself and I'm too unique and blah blah. No, don't worry about that. Be grateful for who you are, you know. And here's another thing: if somebody doesn't like you for who you are, and you know you've got good morals, you know you got good values, you know you stand for the right things, then maybe you don't need that friend. Maybe you don't need that group. You know, your real friends are going to be there for you. Your family, your friends. They're not going to want to change you. They may help you along the way with having a better, maybe an outlook if you're in a lull, or something like that. Or if you ask them, you know, they're going to help you along with maybe life decisions that you might need to make. But don't let anybody tell you who you do need to be, or what you need to change just because you're unique and different, or even if you feel like you're a dark horse. Don't let anybody else rule your life, but you, yourself, and the man above. And like I said, your true friends, family, cohorts, whatever, supporters, whoever they are, they're going to value you and appreciate you and build you up and want you to enhance upon your special gifts and talents that may be one of a kind. Be grateful if you have those aspects and things about you that make you you. And yes, if you can, share your experiences and who you are and what you stand for with other people. Never cram it down their throat, but just be you. You know, you don't have to apologize for being one of a kind or different or not fitting in, or, as I say, a dark horse. Be okay with that. As long as it matters, and as long as it's for the good of you and it's not hurting somebody else, and their positive attributes that you want to work on, then do that. And I think you'll be blessed for it. It's not about trying to, you know, be in a competition with somebody else, or, you know, acquiring whatever they have or don't have, or be like them in some way or whatever. It's about you being proud of you being grateful and gracious and humbled by the things that you are about and you stand for, and the beliefs that you have. And so focus on that. Be proud of who you are. Don't worry if you don't fit in. Keep working on the things that matter to you, and be grateful for the gem that you are. So anyway, that's my thought today. I hope you have a blessed one. Hope you keep looking up. It's a beautiful day outside. I think I'm going to go ride my horse here in a little bit. And anyway, stay focused, stay creative, stay positive, keep looking up, onward and upward. Talk at you later.